Let me transition here, though. We're talking about these top tier guys. Who's the biggest sleeper, at least in this first round of this draft?
Well, I got several sleepers, man. I couldn't even pick one.
Oh, here we go.
Several
Gary
sleepers.
typically can't. Here's 7 sleepers from Gary Ross.
Well, here's my honorable mention. I like Kyle Hamilton, the safety out of Notre Dame, 6'4", 220. He ran a 4.59 40, and that hurt him. But the guy is great and big. He can play that position. I like Olave. Olave is not getting any love. I'm calling him a sleeper because he's rated now the 4th receiver.
Yeah.
I just think that's too low. Okay, here's my runner-up. I like George Pickens out of Georgia. George Pickens.
I like him too.
6'3", 200. And I just think the guy can play. I think the guy can play 4.5, 40-yard dash. He's my runner-up. George Pickens, the running back out of Georgia.
Okay, can we get to your actual
receiver?
Can we get to your actual freaking pick? Jeez.
Here's my pick. Okay, here's my pick. Defensive player of the year and Pac-12 champion MVP. Utah's Devin Lloyd. 6'3", 237 linebacker. Do you know he has the most tackles for loss in the Pac-12 since 2019? 43 tackles for loss. He plays linebacker. He has more tackles for loss than Thibodeau.
All right.
Utah's Devin Lloyd is my sleeper.
All right. I like it a lot. All right. I was only going to give one guy because that's the rules here. All right. That's the rules here. But Gary, typical Gary just gives all 17 of his picks here. So I'm going to do the same.
Do you like any of mine?
This is off the dome right now. Okay. Coming straight off the dome.
Do you like any of my picks?
Two extra sleepers from Tyler before he gives his number one. Love Nakobe Dean out of Georgia. He was the best player and the leader of that championship defense. That's a guy you want on your team, another culture changer type guy. He's going to go late in the first round. Him and Lloyd from Utah, the best linebackers by far. Okay. The other guy, Tyler Lindenbaum, the center from Iowa. I know center's not sexy, but having an all-pro center for the next 10 years, that is sexy. And this guy's going to be that. This guy, I'm telling you, is going to be
going with a center on me. You're going center?
Center from Cornhuskin, Iowa. Okay.
Oh, my God.
But the overall best sleeper in this draft is a guy you mentioned, and that's Kyle Hamilton. Okay.
Okay.
He is the best sleeper in this draft by far. Projected at the end of the season, just off film, to be a top 4 guy in this draft, maybe one of the best in the draft.
And his 40 hurt him. He ran that 4.59 40.
He ran a slow 40, and now everyone is backing off this guy. Boo-hoo, he's a safety. He's not running with these wide receivers. He's covering the back end. He was the best player on a top 5 team in the nation this year in Notre Dame and was the leader of that defense. He's got a great shoulder on his head, does a podcast as well. So I listened to him. He's a very smart guy.
We got to respect that.
Very smart guy. Elite in college, was maybe the best player in this draft. Whoever gets him is getting maybe the next elite safety, Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins type guy in this league. Top 4, just off film, runs one slow 40, and now everyone is scared to death, going to drop into the mid-teens. That is a pure sleeper for anyone that drafts him.